what are your thoughts when it comes to me starting this channel?
Well, my thoughts are, I'd like to see better camera quality. And the channel's great on its own. Like, I'd like better camera quality for one. I try to insert more selective gameplay. Take it and be more aware to your comments, okay? Like,
Oh yeah.
try to speak to your comment section a lot more. It will definitely spread a good word for your channel as you're growing as a YouTuber. Trust me, it will do you justice.
Yeah, that is a
don't
very
forget.
good point.
Thank you. Also, don't forget to post yourself on different types of social media platforms to actually get your name out there. You can't just keep posting on like YouTube, okay? You have to expand your horizon if you actually want to make it big. Even if you don't want to make it big and you're just doing it for fun, just try to expand a little bit, just so you can get more people in there to see what you can actually do and how much of a better gamer you can be. Another thing, when you're playing video games, try to keep the fun times and keep your audience intrigued, I should say. Keep them more interested in the gameplay. Don't just keep running it through just because you can. Do side missions and quests in the middle of the gameplay. If you're doing a straight out gameplay, that's fine. Just spice it up a little. And if you're doing side quests, try your hardest to go for the hardest difficulty, just so people in your audience can get better and familiar with what you're trying to do. Like Corey X Kenshin, right? He doesn't even know how to play the game, but he puts it on the hardest difficulty there possibly could be, and he just flows with it. Or what's another example? Ninja. He started playing small games such as Battlefield and H1Z1, and now look at him. He's making millions of dollars yearly just by playing a kid's game. No offense to Fortnite.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So just try to put your channel more out there, and overall, you'll succeed.
Alright. Now, you did bring up a good point with that first video, how it was very much lower quality than I was expecting. Of course, it's a first video, but yes, that is a very good point. And I'm thinking I want to expand into games with good graphics, or try to do my best no matter oh, thank you. No matter how difficult it is as a beginner, I want to start setting a standard for pretty much any small content creators. I want to start making a standard, because there is way too much uncreative content on the internet right now. Another thing, equipment. I will be trying to invest as much as possible into equipment for it, because I'm doing the best with what I have currently, and that's not much, but I mean, it's a lot, but not what I need for high quality videos. But that's where I drew the new standard thing. Even if someone doesn't have $10,000 equipment or 8K cameras and stuff, 120Hz cameras, they can still make really good content. And that's kind of the sweet spot that I'm trying to strike with this.
That is a very valid point. I understand where you're coming from. Many people can't afford the equipment. It all starts by getting your social media out there. You gotta flex it. You gotta try to make it big, bro. You gotta post montages and clips and small channels just to try to get yourself out there. Try to make money. Try to make money from other things, but it all starts with the person trying to take care of his channel. You just gotta power through.
I think what stands out in the content space is that, of course, you can get a fully functioning job without any creativity whatsoever, especially in the modern day and age. but with the how the internet is right now, it's hit or miss. It could either launch something really big, or it could just fail. But you look at all these content creators, let's say Minecraft content creators. There's a bunch of really good content creators out there, but the ones who are most nameable, the ones who are most notable, the ones who stand out the most are the ones that make their content interesting, you know, stand out amongst the crowd. Now, there's plenty of people who are still popular, not as popular, but still popular who don't do that. But names like Grian, Technoblade, a bunch of others really stand out amongst the crowd of Minecraft content creators. Luke the Notable. And then there's other content creators like Preston Plays, Unspeakable Gaming, that they've turned to the children-friendly side, and they've just resorted to content that's already been done so many times. They're still 100% valid names. They're still very popular names, but they don't really stand out as much. They're not really as interesting, since they go with what's popular instead of what's creative. That's kind of what I'm trying to avoid with this channel.
Well, from what I'm hearing, you wouldn't be able to stand out, and that's perfectly fine. Do it in your own way. You should want to stand out. Standing out is what's going to make you big, okay? You don't have to play by anybody else's rules. Play by your real rules. Build your channel how you want to build your channel. And don't let anybody tell you how to build your channel. It's your notes. It's how you want to build it. And if you have an approach on how you want to take things, take them. Yes, it's okay to take advice sometimes, but don't let people boss you around to the point where it's their channel and not yours. Build your content up to the point where you'll have fun doing it. It's not more of a job, it's more of something you do to enjoy yourself. Actually,
yeah, of course. Content creation is one of those things where you're not really supposed to rely on it. You're not really supposed to rely on it as a stable job to begin with. And it's one of those things where, you know, once again, hit or miss. If it does become successful, well then you're lucky. You got a job, a relatively easy one where you don't have to go to work for 12 hours a day. And I think that's no longer legal in America, but I don't know about other countries.
Well, I love your content. You're a genuinely nice person, and you give amazing advice when you want to. Excuse me.
When I want to. Yep, you were correct about that one. Mainly when talking about computers.
But human, look at me when I say this.
I'm looking at your. I'm looking directly at your blacked out face because the light is in that direction. I'm looking you very deep into that pitch black void.
But hear me when I say this. You're gonna be one of the best they ever known. One of the amazing, top, best creative, just out of this world type content creators, and I can't wait to see where your career goes, honestly.
I sure will try. But of course, it's still one of those hobby things. Still, it's more about, to begin with, it's more about status within a small community, not really getting a job out of it. But yeah, thank you for your feedback.
Oh, you're quite welcome. It's the best I can do.
And this video is going to be a relatively short one.
Well, I understand.
Yeah, yeah, thank you for watching. That's our current plans for the future. That's our current approach to how we're doing it. And we hope to see you on later videos.
Bye.